Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise from high-value book summaries. Let's begin the linchpin and the art of creating art. One of the most powerful distinctions of a linchpin is their ability to create art, regardless of their role. When most people think of art, they think of painters, musicians, or writers. However, creating art is not limited to these professions. Every job, every role, and every responsibility has the potential to be transformed into an artistic expression of creativity, passion, and uniqueness. A linchpin is someone who takes their work seriously, with a sense of ownership, and approaches it in a way that transcends the mundane. They are not merely completing tasks. They are creating something meaningful, something of value, something that speaks to the heart. Consider the example of Kevin, a software developer at a tech startup. Kevin's role primarily involved coding, debugging, and testing software programs. At first glance, it seemed like a straightforward, technical job. However, Kevin soon realized that there was more to his role than just writing code. He decided to approach his work as an artist would approach a canvas. Instead of simply writing functional code, Kevin began writing elegant, clean, and innovative code. He took pride in the efficiency of his work, ensuring that the software not only worked but worked in the most seamless and user-friendly way possible. Kevin's approach to coding became a form of art. His creativity and attention to detail allowed him to develop software solutions that were more than just functional. They were intuitive and enjoyable to use. His work stood out in the company, and eventually, he became the go-to developer for challenging projects. Kevin's mindset shifted from viewing his job as a technical task to seeing it as an opportunity to create something exceptional. By treating his work as art, Kevin became irreplaceable in the company, and his career flourished. The linchpin's artistic approach to work. The linchpin understands that creating art is not about talent. It's about mindset. It's about recognizing the opportunity to infuse creativity and passion into whatever you do. When you view your work as an art form, you stop seeing it as a series of tasks or obligations. You begin to see it as an opportunity to make something unique, something of value. This mindset is what sets the linchpin apart from others in their field. They create work that stands out, that speaks to people, that adds something special to the world. Take the example of Maria, a customer service representative at a large retail company. Maria's job involved answering phone calls, addressing customer concerns, and providing solutions to issues. On the surface, her job might seem routine and transactional, but Maria decided to approach it differently. She began viewing each interaction as an opportunity to create a positive experience for the customer. Instead of rushing through the call, Maria listened attentively, empathized with the customer's concerns, and offered thoughtful solutions. She took pride in leaving customers feeling heard and valued. Maria's artistic approach to customer service made her stand out in her company. She was known for going above and beyond to make customers feel appreciated, and as a result, she received numerous positive reviews. By treating her job as an opportunity to create a positive, memorable experience, Maria became a linchpin in her organization. Her artistic approach to customer service made her irreplaceable and allowed her to make a meaningful impact on her company's success. The linchpin and the craft of mastery. A linchpin does not simply show up and do the bare minimum. They show up and strive for mastery in everything they do. Mastery is the pursuit of excellence, the constant effort to improve, to refine, and to perfect your craft. Linchpins are committed to continuous learning and growth, and they invest the time and energy required to become experts in their fields. This commitment to mastery is what allows them to stand out, to make a lasting impact, and to become indispensable. Take the case of Alex, a chef at a Michelin-starred restaurant. Alex was passionate about food and cooking, but he knew that becoming a master chef required more than just a love for cooking. It required dedication, discipline, and an unrelenting pursuit of perfection. Alex spent years honing his skills, learning from the best chefs in the world, experimenting with new techniques, and perfecting his recipes. While many chefs might have been content with creating great meals, Alex was determined to create something extraordinary. He treated every dish as a work of art, carefully selecting ingredients, experimenting with flavors, and refining his techniques. Over time, his commitment to mastery paid off. Alex's dishes became renowned for their creativity, flavor, and innovation. He became a linchpin in the culinary world, not because he had talent alone, but because of his relentless pursuit of excellence. Creating art through consistency and discipline. While creativity is important, consistency and discipline are just as crucial for a linchpin. Creating art, whether in a professional or personal context, requires regular practice, attention to detail, and a commitment to showing up day after day. Linchpins understand that mastery doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent, focused effort over time. Consider the story of Rachel, an artist who painted portraits for a living. Early in her career, Rachel struggled with self-doubt and uncertainty. She had moments where she felt like giving up, especially when sales were slow or clients were dissatisfied. But Rachel understood that mastery required more than just natural talent. It required discipline. She committed to painting every day, improving her technique, experimenting with different styles, and studying the work of other artists. Despite the challenges, Rachel's discipline paid off. Over time, her work improved, and her reputation as a talented portrait artist grew. Her art became known for its depth, emotion, and attention to detail. Rachel's consistency and discipline allowed her to create masterpieces that were highly sought after. She became a linchpin in the art world because of her unwavering commitment to her craft. The linchpin's approach to innovation and problem-solving. Linchpins are not only capable of creating art in their work, but they are also exceptional at problem-solving and innovation. The linchpin understands that every challenge presents an opportunity for creativity. They thrive in situations where traditional solutions don't apply. Instead of accepting the status quo, they look for new ways to approach problems, break through barriers, and create innovative solutions. Consider the story of Daniel, a product designer at an electronics company. Daniel's job was to design new gadgets and improve existing products. While many of his colleagues followed conventional design principles, Daniel sought to innovate in every project he took on. He constantly challenged himself to think outside the box, experimenting with new materials, design methods, and technologies. Daniel's approach to product design was artistic. He didn't just design functional products. He designed products that were aesthetically pleasing, user-friendly, and groundbreaking. Through his innovative designs, Daniel helped the company stay ahead of the competition. His products were not only functional, but also visually stunning, and they quickly gained recognition in the market. Daniel's ability to innovate and approach problems with a creative mindset made him a linchpin in his industry. The linchpin's legacy. Creating work that matters. At the heart of a linchpin's artistry is the desire to create work that matters. Linchpins are not driven by accolades or recognition. They're driven by the desire to make a meaningful impact on the world. They want to create work that leaves a lasting legacy, that helps others, and that contributes to something greater than themselves. Take the example of Aiden, a teacher at an inner-city school. Aiden's role was not an easy one. Many of his students came from disadvantaged backgrounds, and the resources available to him were limited. However, Aiden didn't see these challenges as obstacles. He saw them as an opportunity to make a difference. He poured his heart and soul into teaching, going above and beyond to connect with his students, inspire them, and help them achieve their potential. Aiden's impact was profound. His students excelled academically and went on to achieve success in their own lives. Aiden's work as a teacher was not just a job. It was his art. He used his creativity, passion, and dedication to shape the future of his students and to create a positive impact on his community. His legacy as a linchpin was not just in the knowledge he imparted, but in the way he changed lives. Conclusion. The linchpin, as an artist, the linchpin understands that they are not just performing tasks. They are creating art. Whether they are designing a product, solving a problem, teaching a lesson, or coding a software program. The linchpin infuses their work with creativity, passion, and innovation. They are not content with mediocrity. They strive for mastery, excellence, and the creation of something meaningful. The linchpin approaches their work as an art form, knowing that this is what makes them irreplaceable. If you want to become a linchpin, start by approaching your work as if it were a masterpiece in progress. See the potential in everything you do and aim to create something unique, valuable, and lasting. By infusing your work with creativity and passion, you will not only stand out, but also make a lasting impact on the world around you. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.